We're in the kitchen. Why are we in the kitchen? Well, we're talking about protein. Protein, my favorite macro. So what are the cheapest protein options? When we're talking about health and fitness, there's 3 different macronutrients. There's carbs, there's fats, and there's protein. And what's the most important one that everybody says that you should have? Protein. You should be shooting for about 0.8 to 1 pound of protein per gram of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, that's 200 grams of protein. Okay, but cool story, bro, except for protein is expensive, okay? Okay, hold on, don't panic. The reason I'm making this video is because I'm actually going over several different protein options, and all of these are gonna be super easy for you to take on the go with you, so I'll be explaining that too. Let's jump into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking at the different protein options, breaking down how many servings each one offers and how many grams of protein. Now, an important thing to remember is when it comes to things like protein bars or supplements, you really want something that's high in protein and not very high in all the other macronutrients. So here is my usual haul that I'll come home with quite frequently. And as you can see, a lot of this is from Aldi. Aldi is one of the best and the cheapest places to get protein, especially like convenient protein. You can get things like chicken from pretty much anywhere, Meijer, Walmart, Aldi, but that's the kind of staple ingredient. Like most people know that that's like the protein source that you can get anywhere, but what I'm kind of like gonna focus on is the snacks and stuff that's a little more on the go and convenient. So the first one everybody talks about is protein powder, okay? Now, each serving of this Aldi protein powder is 30 grams of protein. It's 170 calories, which is really good. 2.5 grams of fat, 30 grams of protein, as I said, 8 carbs, and you get 19 servings out of this thing. So this is a pretty good option. What I like to do is I like to put this in skim milk, but I'll just put it in the blender. I just have a Ninja, just put it in there, and you make yourself protein shake, okay? Okay, but what if you don't have a blender around? Well, this is a great option if you're at home, but sometimes I'm on the go and I want something to either fill me up or protein. That's where these little protein shakes come in. There's lots of different places you can get these type of drinks from, but one thing that you wanna work on, like make sure that you find are the ones that have 30 grams of protein or so. There's some by Muscle Milk. This is the Aldi brand one. Meijer has them. Walmart has their own brand. Pure Protein is a great brand. Oh, and Costco also has one, as well as Sam's Club, I'm pretty sure. So each place has these, but get the 30 grams of protein one, not ones that are like 10 or 15, because that's basically the same amount of calories, but half as much protein. These ones from Aldi, I think, are the cheapest ones you can get. I looked up Pure Protein. Pure Protein is $29 a box, and that's for a 12 count. So if you do the math on that, 12 count, that's $2.4 per one of these shakes. It's, yeah, a little more expensive. It adds up over time. The only thing that I have against the Aldi ones is they only come in 4-pack, unfortunately, but those are some of this is like the best one to have on the go if you need a quick snack or something that will keep you full. They don't need to be refrigerated, which is really nice. You just don't want to let them like sit in a hot car, but usually I will leave them in my trunk if I'm on the go and just grab one of them for breakfast or something like that. Okay, protein bars. This is also from Aldi. This isn't the best one you can get, but this is a pretty good one. 20 grams of protein, 9 grams of fat, 31 grams of carb, 270 grams of protein. So it's a bit higher than this, and that's for one of the bars that is in here. These are great though if you want something on the go that's a snack, as long as it's fitting in your calorie goal that you're trying to hit. These are a great option if you're hungry. They have a lot more protein per, like 20 grams of protein for 270 calories. That's not too bad. I think a box of these runs you about $8 if I remember correctly, $8 or $9. So you're getting 6 bars for $9. That's about $1.20 per bar. These are a little more expensive than these, but these have a lot more protein per amount of calories. You can almost have 2 of these for every one of these if we're just talking about calories, but you also get way more protein. A great option is beef jerky when you're on the go and you want a snack. If you have a salty craving, I am very much a savory guy, not a sweets guy. These are great because you can have the whole bag. It's 210 calories. 27 grams of protein, only 1.5 grams of fat, and 27 grams of carbs. That's really good. And I usually will eat this whole thing in a sitting because it just goes down pretty quick. And this is the Aldi one. Again, we're back to Aldi. These are the cheapest ones that I've found. This bag is usually $3, maybe $2.70, $2.50 if you're lucky on sale. Unfortunately, Aldi was out of those, So I actually had to pick up some of these organic ones. These are a little bit more expensive. They're $3, but you're talking about the same amount of calories here. I think you get a little less actually just because the bag is smaller. But these are great when you're on the go and you want something salty, especially like if you're somebody like me who, if I'm driving a long distance, I want something to snack on. These, I mean, you can find beef jerky a little more expensive at a gas station, or, you know, if you go into your local Walmart or Meijer, there are cheap options for beef jerky. That's one of the best options for protein. Oh yeah, my egg whites. Let's see here. Okay, so this one is up to you if you're gonna do it or not, but egg whites are a great option for protein. You've probably seen that, the bodybuilder staple, and I'm not a bodybuilder. I just like lifting heavy things. But one of the Alex Hormozi things that he's done, and if you haven't seen this, it's nasty, but you should try it because it's kind of like chocolate milk, is you take a carton of egg whites and take sugar-free chocolate syrup. Now these are both from Meijer because that's just a cheaper option. You can also buy the on brand, whatever that is, I don't really know. This whole bottle is 100 grams of protein. So there's 20 servings is what it says, but you're talking 100 grams of protein and only 500 calories. That's kind of crazy. And this is $5, I think. I have seen them on sale for $4. So I'm not really sure if there's a Walmart brand version of this, but liquid egg whites. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll put chocolate in it, turn it into a chocolate shake. That is the nastiest thing. If you're not so inclined to do something that gross, you can just cook them as normal, or there's recipes where you can make stuff with egg whites. But that's a great protein option. Now, something to keep in mind is these are just tools for if you want high protein, low calorie snacks. There's a reason that these are like with me all the time because I do eat other things. Just these are my go-tos when I'm in a pinch because I want to be in the habit of picking high protein snacks. And if I'm gonna have junk, I'm gonna deplete my high protein snacks first, and that usually helps me curtail my desire for junk food. That was a very wordy way of saying these just help me not eat as much junk food. And these are also keeping me full throughout the day, and they're super convenient. Again, the only thing here that has to be refrigerated is egg whites. So there's all kinds of other things too that are super high in protein. Chicken, you can get from pretty much any grocery store, any sort of meat. If you want to get ground beef, you know, you can go super lean on that, and that's much higher in protein, a lot less calories. Okay, another great option, I don't have some here with me because I don't always keep it in the house, is dry protein, is dry peanut butter powder. Now, why dry peanut butter powder? Well, normal peanut butter is a lot higher in fat than you think. You know, everybody who's new to dieting or new to exercise always thinks, oh, protein, that's high in protein, right? Peanut butter, that's high in protein, right? Well, not so much. So this can here, this is the organic, not that it matters. Your normal Jif is gonna do the same thing. This has 180 calories, only 15 grams of fat, 8 grams of protein, 7 grams of carbs, but there's 25 servings in this jar, okay? So you gotta think about that. 2 tablespoons, not a lot of peanut butter. That's 2 of these things. That's not a lot of peanut butter, right? You probably put that 2 tablespoons on your peanut butter sandwich, okay? And that's 180 calories on its own, right? And then you have the bread, whatever. It's not the end of the world, but if you're starting to do things like peanut butter in your celery or on your apple or stuff like that, it adds up real quick. You'd be surprised how much you're eating. Whereas dry peanut butter only has 60 calories per serving, same 2 tablespoons, has 1.5 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein, and 5 grams of carbs. So really what is happening is all the oil from the peanut butter is removed, and you're just having mostly the protein and the carbs from that. And it's just gonna be a lot better and will make it last, like help you if you're trying to cut or lose weight. It helps you stay under your calories. The whole idea of all of these snacks is tools for you to have less calories but still stay full. Try some of these things. Try and find cheaper versions. If you have other snack recommendations that you know of, put those down in the comments. Be sure to like the video. Let me know your thoughts. If you disagree with any of my recommendations. Thanks so much for watching the video. Hope it was helpful. See you in the next one. Peace.